How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Before all of this craziness happened, I decided to lock myself into my place for a whole 7 days just to test things out to see what I am missing in terms of supplies. This is just in case that if there is a lockdown, that I would feel completely comfortable staying inside for maybe 1 to 3 months or so. So today I'm going to talk about some things you may have missed if you're trying to prepare for a lockdown. When I first started staying in, I did not realize that my fruits and vegetables are going to be consumed so quickly. In other words, if they're fresh fruits and vegetables, you're basically going to run out within a week or two. In a true lockdown, you're not going to be able to rebuy these vegetables unless you just brave yourself out there and go to a grocery store, and every single time that you go out, there's another chance of catching something. The whole idea is to really minimize going out at all, even for groceries. What you can do is buy a lot of frozen vegetables. You want canned vegetables, canned fruits, or maybe even dried fruits. But when you have the dry fruits, remember to get the kind that does not have added sugar, because then you'd just be eating a lot of sugar. Other ingredients like milk and eggs, right? Milk, if you buy a fresh gallon or something, it might last you maybe 2 weeks before it spoils. You can buy eggs and they may last you about a month, but eventually you're gonna run out of those too. You can freeze eggs, although I have not done it before. I've heard that it gets a little bit runny. When you have purchased so many things that you've stockpiled, you probably might buy a lot of comfort foods like chocolate, chips and things. You have all of this in one place. What I found myself doing is that I kept on going back looking at it. I'm like, oh, I have all this food. I actually ended up eating a lot during my 1 week worth of lockdown. So beware, not put it all in one place. I would say you should try to compartmentalize them. If you have to stay locked in for like 2 weeks, you have yet another supply that you're gonna open after 2 weeks. So you just gotta ration it out, thinking that this might just last several months. In terms of entertainment, I previously made a video about the free streaming services that you can get. You just sign up for trials and things. I did use up my Disney Plus account and I watched basically everything. I'm really sick of watching Disney shows by now. But you can do other things like play board games, which isn't my thing. You can read your books. You can partake in like craft hobbies. Another item that I probably am not fully prepared for is that I do not have some sort of indoor exercise equipment. If you are on a lockdown, you don't actually want to go around running around the neighborhood, right? Because you might come into contact with other things that might get you infected. So either you need some sort of exercise bike, some treadmill or something, or I personally don't have any of that. So I just plan to, just do push-ups, pull-ups, just kind of run in place. I find myself feeling like I want some sun. I want like, maybe just 10 minutes, 30 minutes worth of sun every single day. I could go out in my yard and take this, but it's, not the most comfortable over there. So what I ended up doing is just going in my car. I drive out around, I go charge my car or something, and after I touch the charger handle, I sanitize it and everything. But sitting in the car, even if it's just going out for like 10 minutes, it just really, really helps. I get a little antsy, and I think a lot of people get this way as well. So you need somehow to get outside a little bit, even if it's on a balcony. Something I did not anticipate during a lockdown is that I thought if I just hold myself up in this place for 7 days, no one needs to come in or anything. I do not have to come into contact with everyone. But I did have to take out the garbage, and this is a weakness part over here because the carts, they're essentially out there on the streets. And some people in the morning like to go around the whole neighborhood looking in everybody's recycling bins. That means they're touching your garbage bin. So those garbage bin, essentially, I have to assume that they're dirty. There's some sort of, contagious thing on it. And every single time I touch it, I actually have to re-sanitize my hand. Even if I brought them into the home, I have to assume, those handles on those garbage bins are contaminated. You might take out your garbage maybe once a day. So every time you lift the lid and put in your garbage, your hands are dirty. So this is a point I want to bring up to everyone, just in case you're trying to self-isolate and you think maybe it's going to get this bad, where you think everybody outside has this except you. So this is something you have to watch out for. You have to assume that your mailman has it and they're touching all your mail. Maybe even if they have gloves or something, maybe they touch their face. You just assume it's contaminated. and you just leave it there for a week or something before you go and actually touch the mail. Or if you are kind of antsy and you want to touch the mail, you just have to assume that your hands are dirty. You can just go and open it all up just to make sure you're getting everything that's urgent. And if there's nothing urgent, you just leave all of those in the box. Your hands are dirty, go wash your hands, okay? 20 seconds or something like that, and then you're clean. Don't touch the box. If you do go outside, you also have to have outside clothes and inside clothes. And then if you have a face mask, you cannot touch the front side of the face mask. You have to assume everything is contaminated, including your clothes, if you ever go outside. If you eventually run out of groceries, you do have to go outside and basically resupply. If you want to be completely sterile, I just kind of think of it kind of like a surgeon. After they wash their hands, it's completely sterile. They cannot touch anything else because they're gonna touch the patient, right? There's no bacteria or anything, and they go like this. So when you go outside, I feel like this might be the best way. As soon as you touch any item, you touch a cart, you touch a product on the shelf or something, you just have to assume, oh my gosh, there's bacteria on it, there's virus on it, and you cannot touch anything else. When people go around crazy buying toilet paper, and I have to talk about this toilet paper thing, it's ridiculous. I personally have a huge supply already. I haven't bought toilet paper myself for like the last 6 months. I just buy one 24 roll, right? It lasts me a really, really long time because I have a bidet. Now, this is the perfect time to sell you guys on bidets because it's clean. It uses very, very little toilet paper. And if you're in a pinch, you can actually keep clean your bottom end without any toilet paper. It's just gonna be like a little wet, right? And you can possibly just kind of push away all the droplets and use like a little hair dryer, dry yourself. You don't need any toilet paper at all. People will survive without toilet paper. And this is a good time to try and get one. You can just go on Amazon, order one online, and make sure when the product comes, sterilize the whole outside of the package and everything. Maybe even the inside box as well, and then go and install it. That's it for all the tips right here. I hope these tips just kind of points out some things that you might have missed. That's my whole point of this video, just to keep you guys safe out there. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to give me a like, comment down below. Let me know if you are doing some of these things. If I actually brought up some points that you kind of missed, I would be very happy if I helped a little bit. And as always, don't forget to push that subscribe button and ring that bell icon. Thanks for watching.